action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They're 2 for 2 to start the game from beyond the arc, and it's a 6-0 lead.
And when I see the ball being zipped around the perimeter like that and everybody sharing the sugar, it lets me know that this team is engaged and they're focused.
Deep right corner. Here's a chance from long range, and Patrick Beverley plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Knocked loose. And now an out of bounds off a net. It'll stay Clipper basketball.
You got it.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Has a chance. Kyrie Irving, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Irving. Patrick Beverley sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Irving and it's Zubac with the rebound. To Leonard. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Kevin Durant. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Paul George. Clippers recover. George. Rebound comes to Kyrie. Jordan dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions.
Kyrie Irving. 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. For 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Williams to Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nice pass to get things going.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Big finish at the rim. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. A pass stolen by the Nets. To Durant. Fires the three. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Kevin Durant with the block. Nets have it. Dinwiddie gets 2.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
That misses with a second to go. This quarter is over. The Nets have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul George to Harkless from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And finishes strong. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Williams into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. To George. Harkless. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Buries it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George to Harkless. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Picked up by the Nets. Nothing going here on that drive. Going to launch beyond the arc. First free throw is good. Second of three, no good.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Irving. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Ah, the monster stuff.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
For LA.
Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Shot from the lane won't go. Irving to Durant. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Durant, defended by Harkless. Trying to cash in. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Leonard to George. Beverly. Offensive rebound and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Take place in the designated areas located outside the arena. Thank you for your cooperation.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And throws it down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard. To Williams. Leonard. He'll take that any day.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Clippers have the basketball. Rises for the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Irving. And the rebound taken in by George.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Kawhi Leonard. And he buries it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Throws it down. First half comes to an end with the Nets in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Irving, Clippers have it. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. The pass set it all up.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range, and the Clippers able to clear the board. Leonard. Yes, three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
KD with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Irving. Beyond the arc for 3.
Patrick Beverly. That's his second.
Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. Leonard. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Patrick Beverly. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Irving. Even to Zubats. Able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Deep left corner to Beverly. Paul George. With a drop step. Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Durant to Jordan. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Irving can't connect. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
George, it's Irving with the rebound. Durant, and a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, L.A.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, smothering D.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
George, tough matchup against Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Jordan to Irving. For three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
From long range. Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. This for the tie. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Clippers are out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Defense making the ball handler work. Clippers have got it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
George. No good. Working the outside. To Paul George. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. It's PG for 2. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And the Clippers have the rebound. To Williams. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Nets have the basketball. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Williams across the timeline. His team on top by 8. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
To Durant. 4-3. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. George to Williams. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
They love this hustle.